A young man has written a book. I thought this is quite interesting. So I want to say thank you very much, Zakariya, for that. If reading a book requires discipline and patience, what about writing a book? And I thought maybe this is a young man who has displayed a high sense of discipline, resilience, patience, and focus. And then I remembered when my son was a student at Alliance Boys, the principal, Mr. Kariuki, used to say, if you see a tortoise on top of a tree, someone put it there. Because a tortoise cannot climb a tree. So if you see a tortoise on top of a tree, someone put it there. Then I said, so if you see Zakariya having the resilience, the patience, and the focus to write a book, then there must be someone who is behind this. And I'm happy to see the dad, because I believe he is either directly or indirectly part of this process. I'm sure the teachers also are part of this process. So thank you very much for that. I have not read the whole of the book, Bwana Zakariya. I went through a few pages, but I might say what I admired is when I started reading the book, I thought I was reading a typical motivational book. You know, the typical motivational book where you get someone reading a certain book and then regurgitates that and writes another book, so that having read one, you have read all of them. No, this is not a typical motivational book. This is a young man imagining issues and capturing them through the mind and experiences of a young person, making the book very relevant to the topics that it addresses. The book has addressed a number of issues, and I don't want to take so much time because I don't want to steal the thunder from Zakariya. But some of the things that the young man has touched on that are very critical to the young people, issue of time management. And I want you young people, when you get hold of that book, those are some of the things I would like you to perhaps read more, once, twice, thrice, and internalize. Because time management for a young person is very critical, and Zakariya has really covered it very exhaustively. One of the main problems or challenges that face young men is something that we call procrastination. Procrastination. That I will do it tomorrow. I will do it the day after. I will not revise when I'm in Form 1. I will revise when I'm in Form 2. I will not revise very seriously when I'm Form 3. I will do it in Form 4. And then before you know it, time is up. If we look at it in terms of how a young person wastes their time, is through procrastination. Postponing what you can do today to tomorrow. My primary school teacher used to say this: time and tides waits for no king. I didn't know what tides were, but I used to quote him. I could imagine what time is, but I did not know what tides were until, of course, I went to upper primary, did geography, then I learned, oh, tides. It has to do with the seas, you know. And some of us here, we might not know that because the seas are very far. But what he meant is that time and tides wait for no king, meaning a king, you know, a king is loyal. A king, if a king was to come in here today, we will stop whatever we are doing because he's the king. For example, if the president of this country today, Dr. William Ruto, was to come in to this function today, we'll stop whatever we are doing. He's a king. Attend to him. But the teacher was saying, time and tides wait for no king. Time does not know about the king. Even the king is irrelevant when it comes to time. So it's something that we need to be very, very conscious about, that it cannot wait for you. Manage it properly. How do you manage it? Go to Zakariya's book. He has explained what you can do.